Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brianna, a Christian romance and romantasy author. Today, we're diving into one of the deepest spiritual threads woven through my novel, The Skeleton Dance, Wicked Waltz. The idea that destiny cannot be changed. This is one of those themes that sits right at the intersection of faith and fantasy, and honestly, it's one of my favorite things to explore as a storyteller. In Wicked Waltz, destiny isn't just a prophecy hanging over my characters' heads. Destiny in this world is a spiritual reality, something sacred, intentional, unshakable. It's woven into the very fabric of creation. It's part of magic, part of history, part of the divine order of things. Some characters feel comforted by that. Others feel trapped by it. And some spend a good portion of the story trying to change it. I chose this theme because it's something so many of us wrestle with in real life. We carry these quiet, anxious questions around with us, sometimes for years. What if I make the wrong choice? What if I miss what God has for me? What if I ruin everything beyond repair? What if I want something different than what God has planned for me? These questions don't usually come from rebellion or carelessness. They come from an honest desire to want to honor God, and also a place of fear. Fear of disappointing Him. Fear of disappointing ourselves. Fear of stepping outside of some invisible line that we can't quite see, but feel responsible for staying inside of. I think a lot of us have been taught, whether directly or indirectly, that God's will is this delicate, breakable thing, like a glass ornament that we're supposed to carry around without dropping. And so we live tight-shouldered, second-guessing every decision, scared that one wrong step will unravel everything. But in the world of Wicked Waltz, I wanted to paint a different picture. A picture where destiny is not fragile. Where it's not something you can accidentally mess up because you hesitated or doubted or took a detour you didn't mean to take. In this story, destiny is steady. It's intentional. It's rooted in love, not pressure. And that's why the characters' journeys matter so much. The very things they're running from, the callings they fear, the truths they avoid, the parts of themselves that they don't feel ready to face. Those are often the things that will set them free, not because destiny forces them, but because destiny knows them. It knows who they are becoming. It knows what they were made for. And even when they resist it, destiny waits. Patiently, steadily, unshaken. Throughout the book, you'll see characters wrestling with their calling, resisting it, questioning it, trying to rewrite it into something safer, smaller, more convenient. Some of them push back because they're afraid, some because they feel unworthy, some because they allow worldly desires to dictate their actions. But every time they push against destiny, something shifts. Not always in the way they expect, and definitely not always in the way they want, but in a way that reveals something deeper about who they are. Their resistance becomes a mirror. Their fear becomes a teacher. Their detours become the very paths that lead them back to truth. They start to realize that destiny isn't about control. It's not a puppet string or a prison. It's not about forcing them into a life they didn't choose. Destiny, in this world, is about alignment. It's about stepping into the fullness of who they were always meant to be. The strengths they've ignored. The courage they didn't even know they had. The identity they've been too afraid to claim. And yes, there's romance tangled up in all of this, because of course there is. Love is one of the most powerful forces in the story. not as a distraction, not as a reward, but as a part of the calling itself. In Wicked Waltz, even love has a purpose. It has a divine timing, a sacred rhythm, a choreography that can't be undone. Two hearts don't just collide by accident. They're drawn together by something older, wiser, and even more intentional than they realize. Their love becomes another way destiny speaks, gently, persistently, beautifully, guiding them toward healing, toward courage, toward the life they were created for. Thanks for spending the time with me today. If you love stories where faith meets fantasy, where romance meets calling, and where destiny refuses to be denied, make sure to subscribe. There's so much more coming. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you believe destiny can be changed? Or do you think some things are set in stone? I can't wait to read your thoughts. See you next time, friends.